Hello there, my name is Thomas Krallo and welcome to my YouTube channel where we talk all things trading, finances and money in general. Now, today and right now is a holiday season, so Merry Christmas. Now, today it is, as I said, holiday spirit, Christmas tree, all the decorations and all the great stuff, looking forward to the New Year's, etc. So it's all very, very positive. But let's talk about something very serious. And today I'd like to talk to you about COVID-19 and the implications of the COVID and just my honest opinion about COVID and my subjective opinion about it. And so many of you have asked me to make a video about it and just say a few words how I see it, what's gonna happen, etc. So if you've been following me for quite a while, then you probably know that I'm one of those people who likes to think about all the... And cut. Now, it is the first part of this video I filmed about a week ago, right before the New Year's, and it was supposed to be the 31st of December video with all the New Year's Eve celebrations and the Christmas tree, which is not behind me anymore, etc. But as I filmed it and we edited the video and I've sent it to my team to publish it on YouTube, my team called me. And the guy said, Thomas, you can do whatever you want to me, but I'm not going to publish this video. I was like, why is that? And he said that, well, even though I might agree with absolutely everything that you're saying in this video, and most of the people will probably agree with you, however, we will most likely get banned on YouTube altogether, or we'll just get censored and nobody will see our videos anymore, and forget about monetization at all. So that was a really sad news because I wasn't able to refilm anything for the New Year's Eve and for the 31st of December. And I was really upset about it, to be honest, because it was an amazing video about COVID, about all the things that I think are true about this whole situation and etc. However, it just so seems that there are mechanisms in place that prevent of this kind of information from hitting the public streets, I guess, and hitting public in general. So unfortunately, this amazing video that we worked so hard on will not be published, simply because, I still want to have a YouTube channel and I still want it to be growing and not be killed and censored because of just one video with my subjective opinion, and not just subjective, but my opinion on certain things. And it's a bit sad. And it really shows the truth about our world and the world that we live in. And but besides that, I still wanted to make a video about a similar topic, and perhaps you'll pick up on the few notes here. And I want to discuss things like big investment companies. And those are the big traders, like Goldman Sachs and the Lehman Brothers that, went bankrupt a while ago, and everybody was just trashing in the comments, Lehman Brothers were bankrupt and blah, 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 and they don't exist anymore. So, these kinds of big companies that have been showing amazing trading results, especially I always use Goldman Sachs as an example. And the most importantly is how, if you actually have ever seen the statistics of Goldman Sachs and the statistics of their trading, it's absolutely mesmerizing. They're like 290 whatever days per year into profit. It's absolutely crazy. It's something that, if a retail trader sees, having all the tools that a regular retail trader has, these kinds of results just don't make sense at all. And the amount of money that they're trading with is just freaking ridiculous. And a lot of traders think that you can achieve the same kind of profitability and this kind of consistency on your own in private retail trading, and it sort of is true. However, there are a few things that you must know of the things and tools that you must possess in order to be able to be so profitable and, most importantly, consistent. Because remember, being profitable in trading is not difficult. You can, use a simple mathematical indicator like MACD and come up with a strategy, which is supposedly a strategy. And if you're lucky, then you'll make a lot of money in 1 week. And then you should probably stop it because your luck will run out sooner or later. So it's not about making profits. You can make ridiculous amount of profits in terms of the percentage and annual return if you're lucky, and it's not about that. It's more about the consistency. And the consistency that, Goldman Sachs have been showing for like past 20, 30 years is something that even myself, I couldn't show this kind of consistency. And I don't know a single trader who could possibly show this kind of a consistency. And I believe that there is a reason why that is. Some people say that they're just using algorithmic trading, blah, 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 and all of that is, I guess, true partially or not partially or completely true. I haven't been at their trading floor and I don't exactly know how they do what, and nobody knows besides the Goldman Sachs themselves and all the, elite in Goldman Sachs. But I do personally believe, and it's just not just about Goldman Sachs. I believe it's all about, about Warren Buffett and Goldman Sachs and all the hugest players, all the multi-billion-dollar investment companies, hedge funds, and blah, 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 blah. Those who have been there for a long time. And I believe that some of the trading that they do is similar to the one that retail traders are doing in simple analysis, fundamentals, companies, startups, and investments based on fundamentals, meaning that they believe in the company, like Goldman Sachs believed in Elon Musk, and they invested a lot of money into Tesla, right? So for, I believe, about 40% stake in the company. So they still do this kind of trading, sure. However, I do believe that the most important secret is insider trading. So they have the information that me and you don't have. So they have this kind of information flow from somewhere, which allows them to make more precise and profitable trading decisions that me or you, we couldn't possibly make simply because we do not know such things. For example, when Goldman Sachs is communicating with Warren Buffett or whomever else in that big group of huge financial tycoons, they're probably not discussing key market levels and volume and ATR range, key level 2 market data, and blah blah blah. Most of them don't even know any of the things that I've just mentioned. I mean, maybe they've heard them somewhere, but they don't use any of it. Most of the time, they just share information. Oh yeah, Warren, I think that it's time for us to sell off Tesla. And Warren says, well, yeah, I feel like I have other places where I could use my money. So they start selling off Tesla. And altogether, so the whole group that is holding like 90% of the Tesla stock or 80%, that whole, group of people, I call them a family, financial family. And they just agree to sell it off. What's going to happen to Tesla? I don't know, but in my subjective opinion, it's going to be a pretty shitty situation for Tesla. But I don't think that they will be selling it off anytime soon. But just in general, that's how they do business. So, for example, could we, me or you, know that Warren Buffett and Goldman Sachs and all the rest of the families and investors decide that, agree to sell off Tesla stock? No, they will not call me and let me know, Thomas, we decided with Warren that we're going to sell off Tesla. So if you have any Tesla stock, just sell it together with us. And of course, nobody's going to tell us. And that's why our chances in the markets decrease dramatically. And that's what happens oftentimes with, smaller things as well. When you're a CEO of a company, a lot of times you don't even care about your salary. You make more money off of insider trading. So you know exactly what kind of a report will be posted by your company in 3 days, and then you can short your own stock using some other name of some faraway relative or friend who lives in Europe who just registered to place a few trades with, a few $1 million possibly, and you'll make just a few $1 million. on the information that you have, which is, of course, if proven, it's punishable by law, and you might end up going to prison for many years. But everybody does it, and you just have to be a little bit careful about it. And that's it. But this is the type of trading that is almost 100% accurate and successful type of trading. And that's what most people indulge in who have the contact and the source of information, of insider information. And I believe that this is the type of trading that Wall Street does, even though they say that, they are against it and they are regulated by so many different authorities, etc. But I believe that most of them do it. And those who don't do it are the ones who struggle the most with things like e-market levels, building of trading algorithms, with their doing their best to actually predict the markets based on the information that is available to everybody. There is just that much of information that you can analyze as a retail trader. There isn't, for example, the stuff that I am using in my own trading and the stuff that I'm teaching to my students. It's something that is available to everyone. So it's not a secret method of, a secret algorithm that it's just, I've just taken all the information that is available that was taught to me by my mentor many, many years ago, and I've put it together into a logical, explainable and replicable approach to trading, meaning a trading strategy. And the one that is based on many more things besides like mathematical indicators like MACD and stochastic that 90% of the traders use and end up pissing away their whole trading deposit. But in general, it's something that is available to everyone, and everybody is using these things in a ever so slightly different way. But most professionals use them in a very similar way, the way that I'm using it as well. And basically, that's something that I did not create. So it's not extraordinary. And there is nothing about the markets, about the charts, tools, indicators, whatever. There is no such thing as something extraordinary at all. I mean, everything in most of trading platforms, the stuff that you have is as good as it gets. I mean, some trading AIs and all this bullshit is just a scam. There are no AIs that will just, you plug it in and it starts making money for you. It's fucking bullshit. I'm sorry, but don't believe this bullshit. Rubbish, idiocy. There are no such things. Maybe, huge multi-billion-dollar funds have some AIs, okay. But again, they're still manipulated by humans, so they're operated by humans, I believe. And even if they are capable of doing some kind of trading on their own, I don't think that it's the way that we are imagining it, number one. And number two, that kind of AI will be worth at least a few $100 million. Because, I mean, it's only logical. And if somebody offers you an AI for $29, then, I mean, sure, you must buy it, you must buy it right now. I hope you got the idea that I'm kidding right now. Please don't go and buy an AI for $29. Go buy yourself a nice burger at some restaurant instead of that kind of an AI. So yeah, basically that's what I wanted to cover in this video, since I couldn't cover the topic of COVID. But at least I covered the topic of the real truth behind big game, the big trading, and all of those funds. They are showing that they're doing a lot of trading and predictions and technical analysis and fundamental analysis, and they have a lot of losses. So that they cannot always be profitable and using only insider information. And sometimes insider information doesn't work, but mostly it does. But sometimes it can screw up and something might change in the last moment, and you might still lose some money. That's absolutely fine. I mean, there is no such thing as 100% accurate deal, even in insider trading, but you could call it like 90% accurate deal. And in my opinion, that's mostly how they're trading and mostly where their profits are coming from. So remember, even if you're trading ever so slightly consistently using some kind of a technical approach, some kind of a technical strategy. And for example, you are half of the time you're right and half of the time you're wrong, and mostly you have a zero around your trade, so you don't have a profit, you don't have a loss, and then you're adding in a little bit of insider stuff, and it just tips the scale by a few percent here and there, and you will end up making millions of dollars per year, if not billions of dollars, depending on the volumes that you're trading. And that's it. So it's really easy to hide your traces of insider trading. And well, I hope at least this video is not going to be censored and banned by YouTube. And so stay smart, stay reasonable, and whenever you get into retail type of trading, remember that it is an incredibly difficult business, and you need to be properly educated to even stand a fighting chance at the markets. And so in general, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I wish each single one of you a beautiful 2021, full of happiness, of joy, of prosperity, of success. Just always remember to move in the direction that your heart is taking you, and use your brain to navigate using that route. So that's the only thing that humans are capable of doing. Desire is our compass and the pain is our vessel. So always take your vessel in the direction that you want. Why? Because you have only one life. So it's important to do exactly what you want to be doing. If you want to be working 9 to 5, do so. You want to become a trader, become a trader. You want to become a lawyer, become a lawyer. So always do only the things that you really want to do. Otherwise, life becomes quite pointless. And try to stay positive, even during these hard times because of COVID-19. Stay positive, stay smart. And once again, I wish you an amazing new year and best of luck in 2021. See you next year.